More scrapbook. More scrapbook time. It's hot in here. Vinny Testaverde. So I think he was with the Cleveland Browns, and he got carried over to when they became the Baltimore Ravens. So he was a good quarterback. He was good with the Jets too. It says Vinny Testaverde is the quarterback for Baltimore's return to the NFL. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Baltimore, the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, used to be in Baltimore. A new life for Shula, Don Shula. So here's Don Shula. Should I read about Don Shula? I guess I could read about Don Shula. Okay. In the late 1960s, Bubba Smith played for a coach who seemed to be a permanent part of the NFL. If a nuclear bomb is ever dropped on the United States, Smith said. Oh, Bubba Smith, he wasn't. He was in the Police Academy movies, I believe. Okay. If a nuclear bomb is ever dropped on the United States, that's a horrible thing to say. Smith said the only things that will survive are AstroTurf and Don Shula. Sure about that? As it turns out, AstroTurf outlasted Shula. Today, the league begins a season without him for the first time since 1959. When the Miami Dolphins take the field for their opener against the New England Patriots, the focus will be on Shula's successor, Jimmy Johnson. In South Florida, the new Dolphins boss inspires such rapture that he has managed to dwarf the legacy of a coach who holds the NFL record for victories. But if the Dolphins don't miss Shula, he misses them. And he acknowledges today will be a difficult day. Everything else I've been able to handle real well, said Shula, 66, at the time. This is a very old article, so I don't know how old he is now, if he's still alive. My wife and I have enjoyed being busy and traveling now that a new season starts. The reality of not being on the sideline for the first time in so many years is going to sink in. Shula won't attend the Dolphins opener. He'll live through it, but it's tough, said New York Giants general manager George Young, one of Shula's best friends in the NFL. It's been his whole life. It will become more vivid to him when the season starts, and he's not part of it. Shula attended both home preseason games, but has yet to visit practice. Packer point man. If Favre, the reigning league MVP, can elude his substance abuse problems as easily as he did defenders most of last season, Green Bay could go a long way in 1996. So here's Brett Favre. Oh, he was taking the painkiller Vicodin. That's the one he had the addiction from. All right. So here's something not sports related. Peanuts special, not great, says Schulz. Peanuts cartoonist Charles M. Schulz says he is ashamed of the artwork in A Charlie Brown Christmas and can't believe the TV special has been a hit for 30 years. Well, it's been longer now. I actually recently, uh, it was either this year or last year. I think it was this year. I got Peanuts holiday collection. So it was Christmas, the Halloween one. There's a Thanksgiving one on there. I think there might be another one. The continued success of the special has surprised me as much as anyone, he said. A lot of the drawings are terrible, which animation director Bill Melendez and I are still ashamed of, he said. Schultz, 73. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not alive anymore, because this is an old article. So he was 73 at the time of this. Schultz speculated that the popularity of the score by composer Vince Guaraldi has helped. So here's a photo of Charles M. Schulz. I thought the animation was good. I thought everything about it was good. That's why I wanted to get the collection. Plus, it was like from a long time ago too. So uh, people are just picky sometimes about their work. Tough enough. The Packers hope Favre's non-narcotic painkillers will be all he needs to fight through injuries in '96. Here's a photo of Brett Favre. Looking pretty happy there. Uh, here's some peanuts. All right, so I'll show it, the drawing, and then I'll read it. Okay, so it's Charlie Brown talking to his sister. I can't remember the sister's name. So it starts off with Charlie Brown's sister. She says, "Look at all the people I have to send Christmas cards to." And then Charlie Brown's response is, "If it bothers you, why do you do it?" So then Charlie Brown's sister says, "Because if I don't, they'll hate me. Look at Loretta. If I don't send her a card, she'll hate me." So then Charlie Brown says, "No, she won't." So then Charlie Brown's sister says, "She won't? So long, Loretta." So then next we have Garfield. So, okay, so it's John Arbuckle and Garfield. John Arbuckle he's got a magnifying glass and he's looking at a spider. John Arbuckle says, "Wow." And then John Arbuckle he's talking to Garfield now. He's saying, "Nature is a fascinating and wondrous thing, isn't it, Garfield?" And then Garfield says, "Uh-huh." And then Garfield takes the magnifying glass and whacks the spider. Okay. More Garfield. Although, I think I did this one. Yep, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I already did this one in one of my other videos. So I'm going to skip that one. So then there's Peanuts. Because I think I have this Garfield. I guess I have this same exact Garfield strip. I have it in a different. I guess I have it in the my first binder that I already did. Okay, so Peanuts. So you'd have to pause that probably in order to read all that. But I'm going to read it now. So it's Lucy, and she's in her psychiatrist. Well, it says psychiatric help. 5 cents. The doctor is in. She's in her booth, her psychiatric booth. Lucy is, and so she's talking to Charlie Brown. Or Charlie Brown's talking to her actually. Charlie Brown says, "You know what I'd like to be? I'd like to be the sort of person that everyone likes to have around. You know, people would say, 'Look, here comes Charlie Brown. Now everything will be all right.' But they don't. Actually, no one cares if I'm around or not. Most of the time, everyone just looks right through me. They don't even know I'm there." And then Lucy says, "Are you really sure that's true?" And then this other guy, I don't know who he is, some other guy, some other kid, they're all kids, comes strolling by. And he says to Lucy, "As long as there's no one here, I guess I'm next, huh?" Yep.